May I come in, sir?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Shasikanta. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Shasikant.
Yes, sir.
So you are from Denkanal.
Yes, sir. I'm from Denkana.
So, in your opinion, Denkanal is developed or underdeveloped?
Sir, it is developing.
Developing.
Yes, sir.
Why it is part of our aspirational district? Are you aware that? Aware of aspirational district, right?
Yes, sir. Under Niti Aayog, some program which like that aspirational.
How many districts are there in aspirational districts? Do you know about them?
No, sir.
These are mostly underdeveloped, districts. Okay. So Denkanal is also one of them. So if you are posted in Denkanal,
Yes, sir.
what is the one thing that you will try to fix?
Sir, I will try to fix the educational aspect of the Denkana district.
What is the literacy rate?
It is around 79%.
Okay.
According to 2011 census.
Okay. So it will be much better by now, right?
But sir, the disparity is much more large compared to the nation because
Disparity in the sense?
disparity means the female literacy rate and male literacy rate. There is a huge gap.
So why do you think women or female are not pursuing education?
Sir, actually, our society is a patriarchal society, and
Patriarchal society.
yes, sir.
Okay.
So
And
there are a lot of social causes for which they have been
tell me, what are the causes?
like some system they are denied from educational institutions. Sir.
Sorry,
Women are denied to pursue education.
by who?
That's right. Sir, it is from a historical aspect.
Historical aspect.
Yes, sir.
Who is denying them? That is fine, but now who is denying them? They can take admission in colleges.
They can, but the basic facility is not available for them. Sir, if they are in a family, there are two children, son and one is daughter. Then the preference
son
is
is
going
given
to son.
to. That is because
So that
of
is
poverty.
due to poverty, sir. Lack of
Lack of
Finance.
enough resources.
Lack of
Poverty.
financial
Second is this society. We think that girls are burden,
yes, sir.
right? Why to educate them with just because they will get married off? So why to educate them and invest on them? That is another mindset that is a hindrance to female education. So if you are posted over there, how will you try to fix that? How will you ensure that female are pursuing higher education and all? What will
Sir,
you do?
I will create awareness among the people. I will give them good examples of our IAS, OS officers who have been appointed. And
Okay.
I will give the example of some female
So we'll try to
personalities.
inspire them through
Inspire
some
them.
examples, make them aware.
And
Apart
I
from
will
that,
also make aware of them about the government program, new education policy.
Okay.
What has the government done for to avoid gender disparity?
okay. And apart from that, any other thing that you can think of? Don't you think they are dropping out of colleges because of money? Because they don't have access to resources. So if you provide them resources or some kind of incentive, they will go ahead and do their education. Don't you think?
Yes, sir, that can be done, but at the personal level, I think
Personal level, you cannot help many people. I know.
Yes, sir.
So you want to work for female education.
Yes, sir.
You studied in Kalahandi Bhavanipatna as well, right? Government College of
Sir, I
Engineering.
completed my graduation there.
I mean, your BTech,
Yes, sir.
mechanical engineer.
Yes, sir. Mechanical engineering.
So we have electric vehicles now, right? In petroleum vehicles, we used to have internal combustion engines, IC engines. You must be aware of it, right? In electric vehicles, what kind of engines we are using?
So we are using lithium-ion battery.
Lithium-ion battery. Okay. So lithium, are you aware of lithium triangle?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me?
Sir, Argentina, Bolivia, and Chile.
Excellent.
They form the lithium triangle.
It is in South America.
South America.
So tell me, lithium is mined from a rock or from a salt?
Sir, it is mined from, I think, rock. I'm not sure about it.
If not lithium, can we create any other batteries? One is lithium ion battery. What is the alternative?
I do not know about.
Have you heard about sodium ion batteries?
Heard about it.
What is machine learning?
Sir, it is one part of artificial intelligence programming.
Okay. Okay.
The cognitive functions like thinking, perceiving, and problem solving.
Do you think those things can be done by machines?
Sir, it is done through neural network program. So
Good. So, Acha, tell me, what is maintenance engineering? You did your maintenance engineering from
sir,
Bhopal.
it is yes, sir. It is part of mechanical engineering. So, I have done my masters in
So you stayed in MP for 2 years.
sir, I have been there for 6 years. I am pursuing PhD also there.
So why civil service?
Sir, I had an aspiration of both higher education and civil service as well. So
Both.
yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So you are
Sir,
been, yes.
In 2018, I got selected for John Deere, but I did not join because I had to pursue my higher
John
education.
Deere, what is it?
John Deere company, sir.
Okay, okay,
So tractor company, assembly company.
okay, okay. And you are, oh, okay, you are pursuing your
PhD, sir.
PhD, friction stir welding.
Friction.
Acha, so you have been staying in MP. What are the places you have visited in MP till now?
Sir, I have visited Indore, Khandwa,
Khandwa, okay.
Ujjain,
Mhm.
Bhopal,
Okay.
Jabalpur.
Bhopal you are staying, right?
Yes, sir. I'm staying in Bhopal, but I visited so many places in MP.
Okay. So is Indore really the cleanest city in India?
Yes, sir. I do believe that it is the clearest city in India because I have seen the situation there.
How they are doing it, achieving it? Why Bhubaneswar is
actually-
failing, but Indore is able to do it?
Actually, the Safai Karmachari, the workers are very serious there. For example, I can say that segregation are the best. Kacha or Gila.
Oh, are they doing waste segregation at point source from where it is originating itself?
Yes, sir. Otherwise, they will not receive the garbage if
Okay.
it is not segregated. And they are very serious and they work overnight. At 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whenever we travel, we see that
They are
they are
working.
working.
Okay. So what else you see that they are doing better?
Sorry, sir.
What else they are doing better? You've been staying in MP, right? What are the things that you have observed that you think we should implement in Odisha? Have you ever observed these kind of things?
Yes, sir, I have observed. Sir, I can interpret on the individual basis.
Tell me.
Sir, actually, the people, the way the MP people, the way they show the gratification, that is, I have not seen in Odisha people.
Gratitude or gratification? Gratification is pleasure.
Sir, gratitude.
Gratitude.
Yes, sir.
You have not done that in.
I have not seen that in Odisha. And second thing is that festivals. In festival, there are very festivities, and they celebrate the festivals in very, very good manner. But that is not shown in Odisha. For example, Holi, Diwali, they celebrate by wearing ethnic wears and very pleasant atmosphere.
So there is a good
Gathering,
cultural significance.
cultural significance. That is, Odisha is lacking in that case.
We
I have
forgot
observed.
our cultural roots.
Yes,
you're
sir.
saying. Okay. Any other thing? Or these two things you can think of now.
I have observed these two things, sir.
Okay. So you are saying the people of MP are relatively humble.
Yes, sir. Relatively humble. So in the case when we take some service from any kind of service provider, then we at least say thank you to them. But I have not seen in case of Odisha people saying
You have to beg here.
yes, sir.
Please come fix my Wi-Fi, fix my internet. Understood. Yes. That should change. Yes, I do agree. So tell me, Dhenkanal is a Garjat state, right?
Yes, sir.
Used to be. Okay, can you tell me which part of it was, Garjat, or princely state?
Sir, before sir,
The
was
whole of
also-
it. Sorry?
Sorry, I did not get your question actually.
It was a Garjat state, right? Princely state.
Yes, sir.
Which dynasty used to rule over there?
Sir, do not know about the dynasty.
Okay. In Dhenkanal, is there a palace?
Yes, sir.
The palace, you don't know which dynasty it belongs to.
No, sir.
In Dhenkanal also we have. Acha, if I visit Dhenkanal, tell me 2 or 3 places you will recommend me to go and see.
Firstly, sir, I would recommend Kuvalo Astasambhu temple.
Sorry,
Kuvalo Astasambhu temple.
Astasambhu.
Astasambhu temple. It is a temple of medieval India around 1000 years.
Huh.
Yes, sir.
Built by
Kesari dynasty.
Kesari dynasty. Okay.
Second, I would suggest Mahima.
Okay.
That is
Jorunda.
Jorunda. Third, I would suggest Kapilas.
What is the concept of Mahima Dharma?
Mahima Dharma concept is that they do believe in the void person, Sunya Purusha.
Okay.
So they do not believe in the existence of a God.
So Nirguna Nirakar. No. They don't believe in God, or they don't believe in God with form.
So they don't believe in God with a form.
That means they believe in Nirgun Nirakar, Brahma.
But they described the Bhagavan, Lord Jagannath as a Sunya Purusha.
Sunya, everything. See, why that concept? Why Mahima Gosai, gave the concept of void, Sunya. He described Lord Jagannath as a void, or any other God as a void. Why is that?
I'm not aware of deep
The
knowledge
concept.
about it.
That is mostly because everyone can access their God. If it is a void,
So direct combination.
there is no caste-based discrimination, no nothing. Anybody can access the God. Doesn't matter, what is your caste or where you came from. You'll be able to access the God because of the void. Okay. And Kapila's temple, you said, right? Who built Kapila's temple?
Purushottam Deva.
You have a lot of hobbies. Do you get the time to pursue these many hobbies?
Not daily, sir, but I pursue all these hobbies.
Cycling on a daily basis?
2 to 3 days in a week. Obviously.
Okay. Reading books. What type of books?
I read self-motivational and thought-provoking books.
Example? What is the last one you read?
Sir, last one I read Attitude is Everything by Jeff Killer.
Aptitude is everything.
Yes, sir.
Aptitude or attitude?
Attitude.
Attitude.
Yes, sir.
Do you think anyone with aptitude but not without attitude will be able to achieve something?
Sir, not so. Cannot be achieved because attitude without aptitude is
Suppose you have an attitude of a civil servant but don't have the aptitude to work, do the hard work and pursue the whole thing.
Sir, both are complementary to each other. We cannot achieve anything.
So what is the summary of the book?
Summary of the book is that attitude is a window to this world, and there are certain attitudes which are negative attitudes or certain positive attitudes. So we should.
What is the definition of attitude? You must have read it in your ethics, right?
Yes, sir. It is a behavioral approach to a particular situation, to a particular person.
Okay. Can we change our attitude?
Yes, sir. We can definitely change.
So in your opinion, attitude is important or aptitude?
Both are important.
Okay. But majority of the job require aptitude, don't you think? Because majority of the jobs, even if you look at government jobs, majority of them, they don't do personal interviews. They just do a skill test and give the job.
But the selection criteria is like that. However, the problem will come when the attitude is negative. That will hamper the work culture.
Okay. Any other book?
Sir, I have read also Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Atomic Habits, okay. What is the summary of it? I have heard about it though.
So there are certain things which is small things we can pursue in our daily life, and those certain small things that will lead to a big change in our life.
Example?
For example, cultivating gratitude. For example, 5 minutes of exercise, 5 minutes of yoga, and drinking 5 liter water daily. Like small things that would benefit you.
Are you implementing them?
Yes, sir. I have implemented them. Sir, I am doing yoga daily.
Okay. So is it helping you?
Sir, it is very much helpful.
You said self-help books and another one is?
Thought-provoking book.
Any example?
Sir, Nationalism I have read by Rabindranath Tagore.
So you like reading?
Yes, sir, I like. Sir, I also read journals because research
Sir?
journals and
Research journal.
research articles.
Acha, you also do journaling. Journaling means writing it, right?
Yes, sir.
Diary writing, I think.
Yes, sir.
Do you do it on a daily basis?
No, sir, no daily basis. When I think that it is necessary, when I become upset or anything that is disturbing, then
Then only you
I
write
write
it.
down my thought or some.
Okay. Also, you get time to watch web series.
Yes, sir, I watch
What is
web.
the latest one you saw?
Latest one, I think it is Panchayat Part 3.
Panchayat.
Yes.
Okay. What is your opinion that we don't have many, not many actually, we don't have any good web series from say in Odia language?
So I do believe that the content is the most important part in any kind of
So you are
friendship.
saying we lack
So we
content.
are lacking content.
Okay. You only watch web series
Yes, sir. Web series also I watch Doordarshan TV sometimes.
every day?
No, sir. Sometimes
Okay. Doordarshan, what you watch?
I watch stories like in Katha Sarita stories.
Stories you watch.
Yes, sir.
What other web series you watched apart from Panchayat?
Apart from Panchayat, I have watched Family Man, Patal Lok, Kota Factory also I have watched.
You have a very good track record in, and you are doing PhD. So, what is why you are why you want to get into civil service? You could have gotten into a good company.
Sir, I could be, but sir, I do believe that I can unleash my potential in a better way in the civil service.
But in civil service, maintenance engineering, whatever you are reading, mechanical engineering is of no use.
Sir, apart from the technical aspects, there are certain things which I have learned from PhD and engineering, which could be very much helpful, like my leadership quality, communication,
But to
public
be a
dealing.
leader, you don't need a mechanical engineering or PhD. To be. We have so many leaders who are CM and PM. They are not mechanical engineers.
Sir,
Okay.
I
So
had
apart from
aspiration.
that, what else What else Is it because you didn't want to discontinue your study that you are continuing, or
No,
is it
no, sir. I did not join the company because I had to pursue PhD.
PhD?
Yes, sir. I got selected in 2018,
Okay.
but I did not continue in the company. I joined the PhD program.
Okay. So that's why that makes me wonder why suddenly civil service. Tomorrow you join civil service, and suppose you don't like it, then what will you do?
No, sir. I had the aspiration of a civil service as well. I have decided previously
Okay.
that I had
So have you
pursued.
given any attempts in UPSC as well?
Yes, sir. This time I have given my first attempt, but I could not qualify in a preliminary
Prelims.
examination.
So how many attempts in UPSC?
Sir, this is first attempt.
First attempt.
Yes, sir.
Your optional subject is sociology.
Sociology.
Why didn't you pick something technical?
Sir, I have already known about subject matter of mechanical
So
engineering.
it
So
would
I
have been
wanted
much
to
easier
learn
for you,
something
right?
new. I wanted to learn something new, so I chose sociology.
Okay. Are you aware of Sapindo marriage?
Sorry, sir, I could not get it.
Sapindo or Sapindo marriage? Are you aware of it?
No, sir.
So tell me, Shasikant, as a society, can we ever get rid of caste?
Sir, in my opinion, it will take some time.
So, but you think we will be able to get rid of caste
Get rid of that. Yes, sir, we can.
slowly?
Yes, sir.
Do you think people will lose their surname, say in 100 years?
Yes, sir. In modern society, it has already been done. Some people has already.
It is aberration, but that is not the rule, is it?
Yes, sir, there is no such rule.
I mean, those who are doing it, that is an exception. Not majority of them are not doing it, are they? Acha. If you look at modern societies, okay, say OECD countries, European countries, or USA, they are well-to-do countries. Per capita income is very high, but still we see that a lot of suicide is happening. A lot of youngsters are committing suicide over there. What is the sociological explanation behind this?
Sir, behind suicide, I think it is the aspiration of any particular person
Mhm.
that led to.
So, what from sociological point of view, what kind of suicide it will be?
So it is a, sorry, sir, I'm unable to recall. Let me think. Sir, egoistic suicide.
Okay. So, what is egoistic suicide?
Egoistic suicide when the force of integration is very less with a person due to self-consumer when somebody suicides. That is
Okay.
egoistic suicide.
So, if you have to choose between the society without religion and society with religion, which one is better in your opinion?
Sir, society with religion is better, I think.
Why? Religion is a divisive force, don't you think?
But it provides diversity to the society.
How?
And the different types of norms and conventions provide people so that people can live together with different diversities.
Okay.
But because we are a secular country and we respect each other's religion, that is also another factor in India.
So, you are saying society with religion is good.
Yes, sir.
Can religion, if you belong to a particular religion, there are chances that you will be rich, and if you belong to a particular other religion, there are chances that you are poor. Can religion make a group of people rich and a group of people poor?
No, sir, I do not believe in this fact.
What is Protestant ethics and spirit of capitalism? Have you read about it?
Yes, sir. The theory of Max Weber.
So, does Protestant ethics has a role in in the development of USA being a superpower?
Sir, I am not aware of it, but the Protestant ethics, the
Promote
ideal
work. Are you aware of that?
yes, sir. Calvinism.
Hmm.
Protestant ethics, the Weber made the ideal type of a Calvinism in order to explain the Protestant ethics.
Okay.
So,
What is Protestant ethics? What does it promote? If your religion promotes
Sir,
work, materialistic aspects, then people will pursue that. If your religion chastises that, says that don't pursue materialistic wealth, don't do all these things, these are illusions, then you will not do that. You will be poor, don't you think?
yes, sir.
Hmm? Some religions romanticize poverty as well.
No, sir, I do not know about
No, it is about how different religions
glorifying poverty.
view wealth. Some of them view wealth as as a sin. Some of them
So
view
they
wealth
glorify
as
the poverty.
it's something that could be acquired.
Sir, yes, sir. Some religion glorify poverty.
Poverty, yes. So in Odisha, do we glorify poverty?
No, sir, we don't glorify
We
poverty.
don't.
No, sir.
Have you heard Odia bhajans and all?
Yes, sir, I have heard about it.
Okay. So we don't romanticize poverty. Hmm?
Sir, I am not sure about it.
Have you heard about that bhajan? मते धन जन लोड़ा नहीं है
Yes, sir, I have heard about
मते
it.
एतिकी सिखाओ साईं
मते एतिकी सिखा साईं मोर
is that not something we are teaching our children, that our children should not pursue wealth and all?
So, no, sir, that is not like that.
Then
That is, we should not be greedy. We should
we should
fulfill
pursue
our
wealth,
requirements.
but
We should not be greedy.
not unethical way.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, in a society, if women empowerment is more, is increasing, do you think divorce cases also will increase?
No, sir.
No. Don't you think once women are, financially independent, they will get rid of marriages, abusive marriages, or where they are not happy?
Sir, it is the trust and credibility issue. If somebody trusts someone, then he or
Sorry,
she
sorry.
can trust.
Trust.
Yes, sir.
So marriages does not break only because of trust. There are other issues also. Acha, tell me, if we become more and more modern society, there will be decrease in divorce or increase in divorce.
Sir, increase in divorce
Why is that?
due to financial independence.
We see that, right? Nowadays, there is
Yes, sir,
increase
we are
in
seeing
divorce.
that. People do not consider it as a stigma.
Yes.
So,
Because it should not be. If they are in a bad marriage, they should get rid of it.
yes, sir.
Law
Definitely.
provides for it. In your opinion, should there be criminal layer in SC/ST?
Sir, I do believe that there must be some data behind it. We should, before implementing
No.
it, we should have some
We
data.
will get the data. That is through census and all. But what is your opinion? Should there be criminal layer in SC/ST as well?
Sir, as per the constitution, there is no provision on basis of which the
There is no provision in constitution
economic
for
basis.
reservation also.
Sir, economic basis, the reservation is not given. It is
We have given na, in
sir, that is
EWS category.
amendment. I am talking about SC/ST, sir.
So,
In the original constitution,
okay.
the reservation to SC/ST were given on the basis
So you are
of
saying if a,
historical marginalization.
okay,
So,
that's okay. But if a scheduled caste, don't you think among tribes, the groups who are, a little bit well-to-do, they are cornering all the benefits. It is actually not reaching the real intended beneficiary.
sir, I do agree that, but before giving reservation to the other backward classes, there was a commission, Mandal Commission, after
So do you
suggestion
think
of
economic criteria should be there to exclude some of the people from, getting the benefit? Suppose a scheduled caste person is there, but his income is say 20 lakh or 30 lakh per year. Do you think he or she should get the benefit?
no, sir, he should not get.
Then that should be criminal, don't you think?
Yes, sir.
What is the Supreme Court said? Supreme Court gave a statement on this. Are you aware of it?
Supreme Court gave, sir, substantive justice, something like that.
Okay. They talked about, that
Criminal should be incorporated.
yes, because in tribals also we see that, only those who are little well-to-do, they are taking the benefit of
Sir, it is
reservation.
also a sociological concept, elite formation, any tribe.
Yes, elite. There are elites in scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. They are only cornering the benefits. It's not really, reaching the intended beneficiary. Okay. What is the size of Odisha's economy?
Sir, gross state domestic product, I think it is, sir, I do not remember exact.
So if I give you 4 options, $10 billion, $50 billion, $100 billion, $200 billion.
Sir, I cannot make any guess.
Okay. Which dynasty built Konark temple?
The Ganga dynasty.
Lingaraj temple?
Sir, Ganga dynasty.
Ganga dynasty? No, it is Somavanshi. Achha, suppose you are posted in a block and you see that that block is very vulnerable to cyclone. Okay. What will you do so that you build resilience, cyclone resilience of that block? Take a pause, think, tell me, sir, these are the 1, 2, 3 things I will do so that I can protect my people better. Or if there is a cyclone in near future, they will be able to withstand it. Okay.
Sir, I would provide them pre-disaster, during disaster, and after disaster.
No, I am asking about
The disaster.
pre-disaster.
Pre-disaster.
Yes.
So,
In the normal times, what will you do so that you build the strength of the block? It can withstand the cyclone.
sir, early warning system.
Early warning system is a 10-year-old criticism. Now IMD is there. Early warning systems are already there. We pretty well know when the cyclone is arriving. Okay. So the information dissemination, early warning, these were valid criticisms like 20 years back. I know people are writing in their answers, early warning system and all, but it is not valid anymore. Okay. If you go into the field also, you'll know that these things are pretty much we know you keep getting updates continuously. Okay, when the cyclone is originating, from which path is traveling, everything, minute by minute, you will get everything. So system information systems are there, and to even the doesn't matter what is the number of villagers or how remote it is, the data is getting to them. Okay, information dissemination also is is very profound. Okay, so if a cyclone is coming, be assured that everyone will know about it. Okay, apart from that,
Apart from that,
imagine a cyclone is coming. What will you make so that you can make your your block stronger? Anything coming to your mind?
at the moment, nothing is coming.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So in ancient Odisha, which part used to be referred as Kalinga? Is it southern Odisha, coastal Odisha, or western Odisha?
Sir, I don't have any idea.
It is southern Odisha. There is a change in government in Odisha recently, right? How do you feel about it?
So after 25 years, it has been changed. So I think that it would bring
good.
some good work and prosperity for Odisha.
Okay. Suppose you have to choose between Dhenkanal and Malkangiri for your posting. Okay. Which one you will choose?
Sir, Denkanal is my home district,
So you don't want to serve Malkangiri people?
no, sir, Denkanal is in my home district, so I will not be there.
So you don't want to serve your own people?
I want to serve, but I will not get opportunity in the first chance that I
No,
will
no,
not
no.
be posted.
You will get a chance. Suppose you have to choose between. It's not that officers are not posted in their home district. They are. Maybe during election time and other
So I will
times they are
choose my
not.
home district.
Choose your home district.
Yes, sir.
So you don't want to serve Malkangiri people?
Sir, not like that, but I have been in Denkanal for so many years, so I know people very well. So,
So you can fix the issues better.
yes, sir.
What is the poverty rate of Odisha?
Sorry, sir, I don't know. Sorry,
You
sir.
don't know. You want to be a civil servant, but you don't know what percentage of the population are poor. You are unable to recollect.
I have read about it, but I am not unable to.
That's okay. That's okay. A lot of renaming is going on, right? What is your opinion about renaming of schemes? Is it good, bad?
So we should find the rationale behind changing the name. If there is something improvement in the quality, then that must be renamed.
If there is no improvement in the
By merely
scheme,
changing,
they are just only changing the name.
by merely changing the name, I do not think that would be helpful for any country or any nation.
What about what is your opinion on renaming Revensa?
Sir, I think the name should not be changed.
Okay. So in Odisha, half of our students are not pursuing their education after 10th standard. Half of it. It is highest in India. So, as an aspiring bureaucrat, what we should do so that our students pursue education beyond 10th standard, and what is the cause they are dropping out?
Sir, they are actually not acquainted with the curriculum, so you have to focus on the
So
curriculum.
if you give them the syllabus, they will do you
No,
think
sir,
they will
we
know
have
the?
to change the curriculum and make it more interesting.
So they are dropping out because they don't know the curriculum,
Curriculum, sir, there are also other reasons,
such as
financial issues,
poverty.
poverty,
Yes,
and sir,
okay. Suppose you are a police officer. Okay, you see that a boy has stolen some medicine from a pharmacy and is running away, and you catch him. Okay, you catch him, and you see that the value of medicine will come around 2 to 3 lakhs, because these are high value cancer medicines. When you ask the boy why he has stolen the medicine, he tells you that his mother is ill, suffering from cancer, and he has no money. My question to you is, Sasikant, will you arrest him or will you let him go?
Sir,
Will you arrest him or will you let him go?
Sir, I will not arrest him, but
Okay.
I will consult with him. What is the financial status and what is
So you'll try
what the
to,
necessary things what I can do for him. So
but you will not arrest him.
no, sir.
Acha. Suppose there is a train coming through. Okay. It is a high velocity train. Okay. And uh, the train driver suddenly says that on the designated track, you understand designated track, right? The track on which it should go. On the designated track, there are 200 people. Okay. And he also notices that there is on the side of it, there is a abandoned track. That means it is not a well maintained track, not been used at all. And over there, 50 women and children are there. If you are in the seat of the train driver, will you go in the designated track where 200 people will be killed, or will you go in the abandoned track where 50 women and children will be killed?
Sir, I will go with the main track, that is not
Designated track.
yes, sir.
Why?
Because sir, there are also some people inside the train.
Mhm.
So I think the loss would be
Very high.
very high.
Okay. If in the designated track, suppose there are 200 children are there instead of 200 people, will you still go in the designated track?
Yes, sir, I would go with designated.
Okay. Sasikant, what makes you happy? What is happiness for you?
Sir, small things bring happiness.
Such as?
Like when I travel,
Okay.
that brings me happiness. When I communicate with children, that brings me happiness.
How can we use artificial intelligence in governance? Can you give me some example?
Could you please repeat, sir?
How we can use artificial intelligence? Do you use chat GPT and all?
Yes, sir, I use.
Okay. So how we can use artificial intelligence in governance? Can you give me some examples or any case study that you have come across?
Sir, in governance, the customer care service that can be
Mm-hmm.
used in chat GPT, through chat GPT.
And
Sir, some guidance can be provided through artificial intelligence also.
okay, what is emotional intelligence?
Sir, emotional intelligence, understanding self-emotional as well as the emotional of others.
Okay. If you have to choose between, suppose tomorrow you become a bureaucrat, you have to choose between a corrupt but highly efficient one subordinate, another subordinate is honest but highly inefficient. Okay, which one you will choose?
Sir, I will choose the honest one.
Honest one.
Yes, sir.
Suppose the honest one is a very old one as well. Acha, why you will choose the honest one?
Sir, honest is the best policy. If someone is corrupt, then
But don't you think inefficiency is also a form of corruption? Suppose a person has applied for certificate and he is getting the certificate, or suppose you applied for passport and the passport office gives you passport after say 1 year.
sir, by training.
Don't you think that is also corruption?
Yes, sir, that is a part of corruption also.
Then?
But by training, we can make enhancement in that person.
So you are saying you will provide them training.
Yes, sir. But
But
the
if
corrupted person cannot be changed.
if that person is trained, and suppose you are trying to give him training, but he is very old, 55 56 years old, subordinate, and he is just there for 2 3 more years, so he does not want to upskill. He is just there to pass his time, collect his go to his retirement age, collect his pension and enjoy life. Okay. And on the contrary, you have a highly efficient person, young one but a corrupt one. Which one you will choose then? Will you still go with the old person?
No, sir. I will go with the younger one.
Younger one.
Yes, sir.
Why? So how will you manage his corruption?
Sir, I will give you warning. If I am authority of that particular person, I will give you warning about the corruption.
And you will try to monitor him.
I try to monitor him and if is something irregularities I found, I will directly report my higher authority about that corruption.
Okay. In your opinion, coalition government, we have a coalition government at the
Yes, sir.
center. Has it been good or bad for India?
It is very good for India.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because it checks and balances the rules and regulation of the ruling party. It does not give any kind of a monopoly for the policies.
Okay. That means we will have no policies at all.
No, sir.
Then
Sir, if it is something betterment of the society, betterment of the people, then that
why
should
you
be.
think it is betterment? The ruling government cannot take any bold or reformative decisions.
No, sir, they can take decisions, but that may or may not be. That may be any kind of a political interest also. But if
So
there
if they are doing something,
coalition government, then different ideas should come there, and people will.
what is India's experience with coalition government? Has it been good or bad for the people of India?
Sir, I don't have any idea.
Okay. As an individual, will you prefer your prime minister as a strong prime minister or a weak prime minister?
Very strong prime minister.
Then coalition makes him a weak prime minister, don't you think? He has to listen to everyone, satisfy everyone.
By listening, everyone that will.
But
not
no, they have to. He has to satisfy. Not only listening, you have to satisfy. You have to cut corners, don't you think? In the recent budget, Andhra and Bihar got all the money, right?
Yes, sir, they got all the money.
Then in 1980s, we had coalition government where prime minister used to be there for 13 days, 6 months, 1 year. Don't you think that is harming people of India? Because investors will never invest in a political regime where there is chances of change is very often. That it does not give confidence to the investor,
Yes,
don't
sir.
you think? It also in international arena it also makes us look weak, isn't it? Because if you are concerned about your survival, you cannot take good and assertive actions against say Pakistan, China, or any other country, can you? Or they can exploit these situations, don't you think?
Yes, sir.
Also, it will result in scams and more scams. That's what happened in UPA too, I think. 2G scam, coal scam, so many scams, right? So why you think coalition government is good? What is the other reason? That it will curtail the authoritarian tendency.
Yes, sir. Authoritarian rule.
But don't you think if the political regime, majoritarian government, if they bring any law, rule, or regulation that is violative of constitution, there is Supreme Court to do that. Through judicial review, it can cut down those things. Don't you think?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay. Now, if I ask you coalition government good or bad, what is your opinion?
Sir, I would say it is good.
You'll still say good,
Yes.
but you have no logic to prove it. Why you are saying it is good? What is the reason?
Sir, I have already told that in coalition government, different opinions and different.
So
Interesting.
different opinions, do you think different opinions they can get it from different stakeholders also? Why we need a coalition government for that? Suppose you want to formulate a policy, okay, you can check with concerned stakeholders. Policy making is done that way only. You still believe coalition government is good?
No, sir, no, don't believe.
Anyway, so suppose you are posted in a coastal block or district or tehsil, and there is a cyclone warning, and you are doing evacuation. Okay, while evacuating, you have evacuated majority of the people, but there are some 50 to 100 villagers who are reluctant to go to the cyclone center. When you are trying to pursue them, they are saying that we will die in our home rather than go to the cyclone shelter. You might have come across people who are adamant like this, right? So they are adamant, they are not ready to go to the cyclone shelter. How will you manage this situation? Will you let them be in their home, or will you apply force and take them to the cyclone home forcefully?
First of all, I will try to make them understand.
They understood. They are ready to die in their own home. That's what I told you, right?
then only, sir, I will apply the force.
Suppose they ask you, okay, give us alcohol, we will happily go to the cyclone shelter. Will you provide them alcohol?
No, sir, I will not provide
You
them.
will not do that. What is your opinion about Uniform Civil Code?
Sir, uniform civil code, that is,
It should we go for it or should we not go for it?
sir, there are both advantages and disadvantages.
What is the disadvantage?
The disadvantage is it would lose the tribal identity.
Tribal identity. What is tribal identity?
Sir, they are tribal identity. The people,
What exactly? Tell me. Which tribe, what identity
they
they
have
will
a
use?
different culture and they are isolated from the mainstream of the society.
So what is their culture?
They
I know Jharkhand tribes were protesting against it. So what exactly is the issue? What is their culture and how UCC is going to take over that?
If you see, the law will be same for everyone.
Then, do you
So-
think because the tribals have a different culture, they should be treated differently? In the eyes of law, everyone should be equal, don't you think?
They should
Whether
be
you are a Hindu, Muslim, okay, Christian, Sikh, or a tribal, doesn't matter.
Sir, it should be until they understand that they are
What they are
understand and
not
they agree
understanding.
to.
So they are not ready to.
No, sir. Until they are ready to mainstream with the society, that it
Acha,
should be
tell
given
me.
the.
Tell me. mm, Suppose there is, a tribe is there where they go for, human sacrifice, right? Have you heard about this? Cons used to do Meria, right? That is their human sacrifice. That is one of their customs. Should we ban it or should we wait for them to mainstream, come to
Sir,
mainstream?
it should be banned. There are
Then-
some evil practices that must be banned.
So in this case also, what identity you said tribal identity, what identity they will lose? What exactly, how it will exactly hamper them?
Sir, their language, their cultural aspect.
We are not, UCC is not touching language or anything. We are just regulating marriage, inheritance, these things only. Only some part of the civil life. That's it.
Sir, sir, land alienation, that mainly.
Land has nothing to do with the UCC.
Inheritance.
Inheritance is there. Yes. How land will be alienated? Are you aware of any particular issue or just you are just using the jargons, tribal identity and all?
Sir, I have read about it, but I'm unable to recall.
Okay. So, in your opinion, we should not go for UCC?
It will take some time. We should definitely go for it, but it will take some time.
How many? How much time we should do? Wait for it. We are a 75-year-old nation. Do you think we should wait another 50 years to go for UCC?
Sir, exact time I cannot predict, but when the socio-economic condition of India would be better. So,
So you are saying we should go for reform when the socio-economic condition will be better?
yes, sir.
Okay. Did we ban dowry when everybody agreed?
No, sir.
Then, anyway, recent Bangladesh crisis. Are you aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is a caretaker government, right?
Yes, sir.
Achha, this caretaker government is headed by.
Yusuf Yunus,
Very good. And he is known for.
Nobel laureate
Yes.
in economics.
In
The
what is
Grameen
his-
Bank concept,
Yes, very good. Microfinance.
microfinance.
Shasikant, right? Yes. In your opinion, Pakistan is a bigger threat or China?
So China is a bigger threat.
Okay. Why is that?
Sir, because if you compare the economic condition of China and Pakistan and technological aspect of China and Pakistan, we can definitely
China is
see
a
that
bigger
China is
major
more
rival.
stronger as compared to Pakistan.
But don't you think China has a vested interest to protect India, or at least not to irritate India, because we are the biggest, trading partner, and for China, India is the biggest market.
Sorry, sir, I could not get the
No, don't you think China has a vested interest not to irritate India because India is a big market for them?
Yes, definitely, sir.
Okay. CRPC recently got replaced, right? Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Can you name the new law?
भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम.
That is Indian Evidence Act.
Evidence Act, that is, sir, CRPC. Nya Sanhita, Bharat.
Nyaya Sanhita is IPC.
IPC. Second one, I'm unable to recall. Sir.
Bharatiya Nagarika Suraksha Sanhita. Can you tell me one good thing about it? Unable to recall it?
Unable to recall, sir. I have read about it, but
Okay. That's okay. What is the role of Finance Commission?
evolution of
Funds between center and state.
center and state.
How a biosphere reserve is different from national park?
National park, in national park, it is rules and regulations are
Stricter.
no, sir. In biosphere reserve, it is more stricter as compared to.
So can there be human habitation in national park?
No, sir, cannot be.
But in biosphere?
No, that cannot be.
There cannot be human habitation.
No, sir.
People are living in Simlipal Biosphere Reserve. We have tribes living over there. In core area it is not
The
allowed, but
buffer
in
zone-
buffer zone it is allowed. Okay. What is DPI? Digital Public
Digital
Infrastructure.
public infrastructure.
Okay. Can you give me an example?
Sir, DigiLocker.
Good. Any other thing that you can think of?
Sir, UPI, Unified Payment Interface.
Yes. Achha, Project Tiger, is it a success or failure?
Sir, there are it is been adopted. Whether it's failure or success, sir.
Yes.
We have to wait for it, sir, because recently
It is a success, stupendous success. Whatever we wanted to achieve, we achieved more than that.
But sir, there are 2 or 3 cheetahs died.
I'm talking about Tiger, not Project Cheetah.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
You are confused. I know.
I got
In MP they have, cheetahs died.
I got confused.
Yes. So Tiger, which state has the maximum tiger reserve?
Madhya Pradesh.
Sorry, tigers. In Odisha, how many tigers are there? More than 50, less than 50?
Sorry, sir. I cannot.
You don't know?
I can guess.
It is 30. That's why anyone who goes to Simlipal does not see a tiger. Achha, have you visited any MP? A lot of biosphere reserve, tiger reserve is there. Have you visited any of them?
Sir, I visited Bon Bihar.
Bon
Wildlife
Bihar.
Sanctuary.
You have not visited Panna and all that?
No, sir.
If you look at Wildlife Protection Act, we give protection to some animals, some birds, right? Say for example, we have given protection to a peacock, but we are not given a protection to a chicken. In your opinion, why say life of a peacock is protected, or do you think the life of a peacock is more valuable than the life of a chicken?
Sir, we are giving protection to the vulnerable. Oh,
So peacocks are vulnerable, you think?
yes, sir. That,
Okay. Why we are giving protection to tiger and not to a deer?
because their numbers are decreasing. Tiger number is decreasing.
But if you look at Project Tiger, India cannot have more tigers. A tiger requires 50 square kilometer for it to be in wild. We have enough number of tigers.
It is around 3167.
Yes. So why a tiger is protected and not deer? Is there any other cause that you can think of?
Sir, I can make a guess.
Tell me.
To make balances in the ecosystem.
Yes, that means they are keystone species. If you remove them, the whole ecosystem will collapse. Okay. They play a major role in sustaining and maintaining the ecosystem. You must be aware of it, right? Are you aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is purple revolution? Have you heard about it?
Sir, hard about, but
Unable to recollect.
now the recall.
Okay, Shasikanta, I'm done with the interview. Okay.